When we look at the supply chain issues and the port congestion that's happening right now, how much of that is a direct function of the overwhelming demand that's come through for delivered goods as a result of the pandemic? And how much of it is because of underinvestment, mismanagement of key infrastructure?
Thank you very much, and good day. Thanks for having me on. The vast majority of this is down to the COVID pandemic. It's it's economics 101. When you constrain supply, in this case, massive congestion in ports because of COVID restrictions, and you increase demand in lockdowns, people absorb a lot more goods. You're going to have this problem, and it's worldwide, it's global, and you've seen ships stacked outside US ports, and that's repeated across the globe. So we've been warning about this for a year, and it doesn't help that the treatment of transport workers over the last year by many governments, which has really restricted their ability to travel, to cross borders, and to man the ships and the trucks which are delivering all the goods, has really exacerbated the problem.
And September saw a record backlog of cargo ships at California ports. Any sense of how things are going now in California?
Well, it's still very much congested. I mean, we're hoping that over the coming months things will start to ease, but it really is. If you haven't got ports operating at 100% capacity, in fact they were restricted because of COVID sort of impositions placed on them. This is we're seeing across the globe. This is bound to cause a backlog, and these backlogs become cumulative. So if a ship's late in one port, it's going to be even later in the next port, and so on and so forth. And so we're seeing this real world effect now of the severe delays and severe disruptions to the supply chain. Something actually we've been warning about for over a year now.
To what extent is the truck driver shortage? I mean, you mentioned this as one of the factors driving the backlog, the fact that it's difficult for warehouses to get rid of their supply, make room for new cargo. If we do see relief on the truck driver shortage side of things, will that be what ultimately paves the way for some of this congestion to actually clear?
Well, clearly we do need more truck drivers. We need more sailors as well. There is a shortage of people, seafarers, but the shortage of truck drivers is partly driven, quite frankly, by the way they've been treated. Because why on earth would you want to spend 14 days in a truck at an international, ready to cross an international border, or denied sort of basic sort of facilities? Same with seafarers not being able to change out. So we hardly help ourselves in making an attractive career. But yes, it'll take time to train up truck drivers. It'll take time to train up merchant seafarers. So this current problems are not going to go away anytime soon.
What does all of this mean for the outlook for shipping costs? They've come down a little bit, but still extremely elevated compared to pre-pandemic levels.
Again, it is for the fact we've got constrained supply. There's massive demand out there. These things will ease up over time, but you can't just magic up new ships. They take 2 or 3 years to build, and we know that ships are being ordered, but it does take time to work its way through. Things will resolve, but I feel it'll be well into 2022 before